We want to make sure that we are being helpful. You're a good teacher. Help the client decide what the good fit is. Right now. Happy fall, friends. This is Steven with Agency Performance Partners, bringing you your 3-minute video on myths and facts about cross-selling insurance at a renewal or during a renewal review. So a lot of us are worried, don't want to waste the customer's time. We think the customer's in a hurry and they're not going to have time to talk about anything other than the policy we're calling about. Well, I can tell you that that is in fact false. You have a captive audience. The customer wants to hear what you have to say as long as you're providing value. If we're giving them options and telling them why they need something, they're more likely to listen. Or if we're having a conversation and covering needs or pain points, we can help solve those. And sometimes another policy is the perfect thing to help them out. So really, we can talk about other lines of business during a renewal review. The next one is the rate has increased, so I probably shouldn't bring up other coverages or policies. Right? The customer's going to be so mad their rate went up. Not necessarily. The fact is, by double checking for a discount and offering a multi-policy option, it could be the best option. Maybe we can't write both policies with the same carrier, but we might be able to save them money on another line of business or get them coverage that they didn't have before to help offset some of the cost of the increase. We also really need to be looking at what caused the increase to begin with so that we know how to better handle the situation. But we can always offer other lines of business and coverages, even if the price is increased. The next myth is the customer will get upset and think I'm being pushy. Well, yeah, they will if you're like, hey, I need to know where your auto's at so I can quote it. Right? No. We want to be having a great conversation. We're talking about their house. We're going over the options that are available to them at their renewal. And then we simply can state something like, hey, we don't have all your lines of business. Do you have anything insured anywhere else? Would you mind if I take a look at it? It seems like we're getting along really well. We're having a great conversation. I'd love to be your agent for that as well, if it makes sense. So again, you're a good teacher. Help the client decide what the good fit is. The next myth is I'm only a CSR. I can't ask about other policies. Boy, this one gets me every time. Okay, so you might not be able to discuss coverage or give recommendations, but you can always ask where the other line of business is. Tell them that a box pops up and that you need to know where the other line of business is so that you can close the box out or make it a game. Be like, hey, I see we only have your home. Just want to make sure that's right. Who you got your auto with. We want to make sure that we are being helpful, but we can also ask the questions. If they show interest or want to know more information about the line of business you've just offered, transfer them to a licensed agent or to the sales department to help them out. So just because you're on the front line doesn't mean you can't cross-sell at a renewal. For this and great other tips, make sure you continue reading our blog, and you can always reach out to us at agencyperformancepartners.com.